Hello and welcome. Today is day 17 of Vlogmas and it is currently way later than I normally start a video. It is 12:30. I'm chilling in my room with Belly and Sam Crow. Just been working on my photography assignment. But today we're going to talk about what it's really like to be a distance student in a different country. So let's do it.
Never really know what's going on.
So as a lot of you probably know already, or if you don't, that's fine. I am a New Zealander living in Canada at the moment. I'm on an IACC visa, working holiday visa, and I'm currently still studying, but I'm studying for university in Canada, but Sam Crow, I'm still studying at a New Zealand university, so I'm doing distance learning. I'm a distance student. So I guess I kind of want to talk about what it's like. The first thing, because I asked, like, what is the one thing that you kind of would think you would struggle with or want to know what it's like to be a bit distance student, and that's self-motivation. How do you motivate yourself to actually do stuff? And I honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty good at doing what I need to do. I also get really anxious about deadlines and not doing it, so I guess that motivates me in a way. I can motivate myself with consequences. I don't like getting in trouble. And I guess that goes hand in hand with time management. So managing your time, making sure you're getting your weeks done in time, making sure you're getting your assignments in on time, just things like that. I don't know. I don't necessarily struggle with those things, but they're things people do struggle with as a distance student. And I mean, I can't say it's the easiest. It's all about making sure you're not putting too much on your plate, doing too much at one time, because then you're never gonna be able to do it. And start small and build up, I guess. Another thing that's kind of hard or really tricky about being a distance student, especially overseas, is establishing yourself. So when you first go there, you're not going to have anywhere to stay, you're not going to have a phone plan, you're not going to have a bank account. Like, getting all of these things set up is mentally taxing and stressful, and then on top of that, having to have to study is crazy. Like, it's not easy. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. So that's just definitely something to keep in mind, and a not so nice part of being a distance student. But once you get yourself all kind of established and set up, it's a one-off kind of thing. Unless you move around a bit, then I don't even know. I couldn't imagine doing that. And just being able to be open to and adapt to different things that you're not used to is kind of important. If you're the kind of person that really cannot do change in anything at all, it may not be the best thing for you to do, to try and study while being in a completely new country, different experiences. It's yeah, just something to keep in mind. I guess culture shock, you'll get it anywhere you go. Like, there's still culture shock going from New Zealand to Canada, and they speak the same language. But some countries will be more so than others. Even just traveling to Japan was a huge culture shock. I couldn't imagine living there. There'd be even more of it. So culture shock is another hard part of moving countries, especially while being a student. Being a student is stressful in itself, and then you add all this stuff in, just, yeah. This one's a little more personal for me in particular at the moment, but it's just being a million miles away from home, especially when you all you really want is a hug from your mom. When stuff just doesn't quite go right, you know? there's a lot of feeling like you want to go home, but also knowing that going home isn't really gonna help. At least this is in my situation. And I guess when you say you want to go home, you don't actually want to go home. You want that feeling of home, which is like comfort and knowing where you are and being supported and loved is home. Home isn't a place, it's a feeling. I guess even trying to navigate life and learn life lessons without having people there by your side in person is a little tricky. There's a proverb that I didn't fully understand the meaning of until very recently. It's the proverb, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it was never meant to be. I've heard it a million times, but I never truly understood the meaning of it until very, very recently. So, yeah, learning new things while being away from your family, it's not the easiest. And just, especially when you have a lot going on. People normally, or like family, is normally always there to take things off your shoulders. They're there to support you, guide you, love you unconditionally. And just, it's not the same when you're in a different country. They still love and support you. They're still there to talk to you, but I don't know, it's a different feel when you're there in person. Another thing that really sucks and is really difficult is being out of high school, not being at a physical campus and university and in halls, and being in your 20s and trying to meet new people. I am not a big social person. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like going out all that much. I'm happy to go out and do things, but I don't want to go out just to drink. And that's how people kind of meet people, I guess. You go out to drink, you go out to a pool, you get a little bit tipsy, and you have that little bit of extra courage, and you talk to new people, you meet them, you get along, you might not get along. And so trying to meet new people in a new country when you don't like doing those things, it's just kind of difficult. I mean, it's hard enough trying to meet people in your 20s to 30s alone, and then throwing everything else into the mix, it seems like an impossible task. I feel like I wish there was an app kind of like Tinder but not Tinder for that age bracket that's local, so you can like meet up with people and go and do things. I know they started a deer community page in New Zealand, and I'd love to have something like that for red deer or anywhere nearby, and just meet up, meet people, and if you get along with those people, continue to talk to those people. But it's hard because people are also in different stages of life, and it's yeah. And I guess when you find that one person, it doesn't feel as important to have those people around you, but you still need to have those people around you, but things change drastically. So yeah, these are the things that I have found hard or would consider the truth about being a distance student, or distance learning as a uni student, particularly being in a different country. I hope that people find this helpful if you're considering doing distance or you've thought about it. These are just things to keep in mind. They're not reasons to not do it, it's just these are some of the struggles I've had, and I thought it would be nice to share them. So with that, I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Until then, peace.
Some better days, 'cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.